this. One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, what you doing? I'm like, nothing.
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome into Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm your host, Ahman Green. Let me get my audio. Make sure it's working because my audio has been acting up this week, all week long. All right, there we go. It is going that. So you got me hearing through the right mic, not the camera or anything like that. What's up, Not the Real Loner? How you doing, man? Welcome into the podcast here today. Hope you're doing well. What else have we got in the chat? Is Akado in the chat? We got, it says I'm on podcast Thursday. Yeah. Well, no. Today Thursday or today Friday? Oh my God, today's Thursday. It feels like a Friday for sure. Oh my God. This is why I know I got a lot going on, because today I thought was actually Thursday or Friday. I thought today was Friday for real. Oh, are you throwing me off? Not the Real Loner. You are totally throwing me off right now because I've been doing a lot, and so I'm like, is it Friday? Hold on, let me look at the calendar on my phone. Okay, yes, it's Friday. Okay, I'm not losing my mind. I was like, is it Thursday? Oh my goodness. No, it is Friday. Okay, woo. Not the Real Loner, man. You almost gave me some brain, a little heart issue there. What is it? Of course, cannot do that. I'll move that up to here. Yep. So, welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Ahman Green. Yes, the Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher, that dude. So, welcome to my lounge. It's the ultimate destination for all things gaming, hosted by myself. Like I mentioned, all-time leading rusher, legendary NFL running back, gaming enthusiast, me. So this is the show where this is your weekly getaway on the latest news, hottest game releases, which is some fire game releases this week, y'all. When I say fire, literally fire, and in-depth discussions about some of the industry topics, like obviously what's on stream with Andor and what's popping off with Krispy Kreme. I believe it's ended today, and then some more Fortnite information about the galaxy far, far away that has landed on Fortnite, planet Fortnite. So whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore esports fan, Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge has something for everyone. So grab your controller, settle in, and join us as we dive into the dynamic world of gaming, y'all. And I was earlier this week, I was up in Vegas. I said up and over, Southwest America, up in Vegas, working with some new teammates of mine. HyperX Arena and Allied Esports crew. Got shout out to Austin and Mark Green and Dodie and Travis and Kyle, to name a few, that I worked with all day on Monday and Tuesday to get some film, some promos, some a little bit of everything shot for social media for this show and for other shows that I will be pushing out with the HyperX Arena, Allied Esports, and Alumni Media Esports Network. Alumni Media Esports League that is going on. We got a big event. I said we got another online tournament. Myself, got my nephew Niles. I'm gonna give him a call after this. Got my boy Tony Ortiz. Us three right now. We had. I'm not gonna name names, but we had somebody drop out just a day ago that said they were in, and now they're not. They maybe don't want that smoke or something. No, they didn't want to download no game. So we're gonna, now compete with us three. Myself, Niles Paul, Tony Ortiz. Tony Ortiz is that gamer that you got to watch out for, because he was the guy at college I could barely beat anything in, from Tekken to Madden to Double Dribble, which we were still playing at that time. Could not beat that dude. He was that guy. So Not the Real Loner, man. How you doing, man? How was school today? Hope everything went well on your Friday. All right. But yeah, Alumni Media Esports online events tomorrow, May 17th at 1 p.m. or 12, starting early, 12. And we're playing NBA 2K. I got to let Connor know, if Connor might be watching. Connor, no Tony Hawk. So we're going to do NBA 2K. We're going to do Call of Duty Gunfight, which I'm going to stream later today. Mortal Kombat, and Mario Kart. So that's the four that we're playing. We're not playing no more, no less. No, not 5. So we did talk about Tony Hawk the other day, but now Tony Hawk is off the list. So NBA 2K, Call of Duty Gunfight, Mortal Kombat, and Mario Kart. We got to see who got them drift skills going on on the kart. All right. So that was my first part of the week. Now, last part of the week, that's why, so I had to go to my granddaughter's pre-K graduation. So that's why I'm streaming the Gamers Lounge today. So family comes first, and she is here with us for the summer. So I'm loving life right now. Teaching her how to dribble a basketball. Oh, keeping her in line. Got to keep her, by the rules, make your bed, clean up, stuff like that. But we're gonna jump on the switch. We're gonna get the basketball. We're gonna dribble a little bit. We got a soccer ball. We're gonna play some soccer. We got a little bit everything going on for my granddaughter. I'm trying to get her right. Try to see which sport is gonna be her sport. Is it gonna be video games? She's gonna have video games for sure. I think she's knocking at the door right now. She's gonna have video games. Then she's gonna either have soccer or softball or track. Yes.
Me and Mimi about to go to the store to return my shoes.
Okay, your shoes a little big.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's her right there. She's gonna be a ball. She's gonna be the best. Whatever sport she picks, she's gonna be baller. Just letting you know, she's gonna be that girl or that woman in baseball or in softball or basketball or tennis or track or golf or whatever. Because of this dude, I'm gonna help out. just say it. Got to do that for my little daughter. So real quick, as we get on with the show, let's head over to one of our sponsors of this show, of my stream. Great sponsors here. Let me pull them up. So whether you're deep into digital world or out exploring the great outdoors, Slide Drink keeps the good times rolling. Power up with Slide Boost for energy, Slide Chill to relax, and Slide Dream to recover. No matter where your adventures take you, explore with Slide. Refresh, recharge, and repeat. Shout out to Dr. Tom and Dr. Amy. Thank you for all the assistance and help. And whenever I need a case of Slide, I just got to make a phone call. Boom. There's the flavors. There's actually more flavors on here. Berry Boost and Tropical Boost and Mango and Citrus for chill. And then Vanilla for Dream. That's the only flavor they have. I wonder if they're going to ever elaborate that to go to the next level. So let's get into quick Hitting News Bytes. Y'all, hold on. Let me get everything set up here. So thank you, Slide. Let me punch out of that. And let me get over. Here we go. Get here. Go 1 and 2. Oh. Alrighty then. Speaking of some kung fu stuff, and not quite kung fu stuff, I say Pac-Man stuff, Pac-Man style, right? Got some big stuff going on with Krispy Kreme and Pac-Man going on this week. Started earlier this week, so we have Krispy Kreme announced on Monday the collaboration between the two of Bandai Namco Entertainment Inc. It will celebrate the 45th anniversary of Pac-Man with new donuts collections inspired by the iconic game. So that gets so yummy and delicious right there. Let me hold up. Let me scroll down. Where is the picture at? Ooh, there it is. All right, as I ring along here, the promotion comes in with free food. So the chain is giving away 45,000 free original glazed donuts from May 12th. So that was Monday to May 18th. So that is tomorrow. So if in your hometown, wherever you are, I would say go to Google, type in Krispy Kreme 40th anniversary Pac-Man locations in your city and see if it pops up. It doesn't say the cities in this article. It just mentions the dates, which is May 12th, which was Monday, to May 18th, which is tomorrow. Which is Sunday. That's to Sunday. So it's a week long. Excuse me. Monday to Sunday. So available beginning May 12th for a limited time at participating Krispy Kreme shops. The Krispy Kreme and Pac-Man collection features 3 new donut in a custom Pac-Man game dozen box. Doesn't get any better than that. As you see the colors and flavors and the donut right there on the screen, you got Pac-Man Party Donut, You got Team Ghost donut, and you got Strawberry Power Berry donut, all right there. The last two are unglazed shell donuts filled with chocolate flavored cream in one, and the other one is filled with strawberry flavored cream in the other, and also comes with red icing and topped with white sprinkles, as you see there, and green leaf icing as well. And then on the original, it's original glazed donut piped with yellow buttercream, flavored icing, yum, sprinkled with celebration sprinkles to top it off with a Pac-Man piece there. So you see that right there on the screen. That is so yummy. For my sweet tooth there. Not the real owner. What's up, Logan? How you doing? Yep, let's go Krispy Kreme. Let's go. Ahman, what is that? Because we're about to talk about it. Not the real owner. The Skibidi toilet with Fortnite that's coming up next. So real quick, so we got the donuts. I'll say Google it for your area. I haven't Googled my area here in Houston to find out if I could go pick them up or not. Logan, I think it'd be in Vegas. Loner, I think you're down in Atlanta. I think I remember you said somewhere. Google it. See if you could go pick some up. I know I'm gonna be in. See, tomorrow I'm going to be tomorrow night, but here I might be able to scoot over to a Krispy Kreme somewhere, or even tonight before they close. Maybe before they close, go pick up one. All right, on to the next story here on the Gamers Lounge. Here we have our fun friends at Fortnite. We always know what's something crazy going on there. So right now we have Fortnite adds a generative AI Darth Vader that uses James Earl Jones' voice, rest in peace, which immediately began swearing and talking about the Skibidi, I don't know, toilet. So that don't sound very good. And not everyone is happy about it. I wouldn't think so. So update from Epic Games issued a statement to confirm that it should no longer be possible for the Darth Vader AI to swear, which is not a good thing. So in the article, it reads, we pushed a hot fix with 30 minutes of this happening in game, so this shouldn't happen again. So obviously it was something that sounds like players found a loophole, and of course how we're going to wear that loophole out. So it says in a statement sent to by Kotaku senior reporter Ethan Gotch to him. All right, Ethan, he goes, as an AI developer or AI version of Darth that can talk to you has been added to Fortnite and is gone pretty much exactly as we thought to expect. People are already made him swear, talk about Skibidi toilets. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I don't even know what is a Skibidi toilet. That must be something in the Fortnite game that I've missed in the last month because I haven't played it in a while. So Fortnite has collaborated with Google Genie and 11 Labs to turn Darth Vader into a more of a mechanical monstrosity than he already is. That don't sound good right there. So when he happens when he appears in Fortnite, you can hold a button to talk to him via your microphone and he'll actually respond to whatever you said. So according to the tweet from the prominent Fortnite leaker HypeX, he is not supposed to engage in sexual or romantic languages. Interesting, but like I said, it's hackers out there that know how to get to the bottom of the code and turn it around at bad ways like we're reading about right here. And if you want to read the rest of the article, it's over at gamesradar.com. So he should never say or repeat any offensive words, and he should always avoid the subject of terrorism. Sounds reasonable. People have already gotten around at least one of these guardrails, though. So, like I said, hackers out there, they know how to hack in things and get things going their way that is not good for everybody in the party. So, Twitch streamer Loser Fruit says to Vader, "What freaking blank food is that?" Vader said, or what blankety blank food is that, Darth Vader? He responds, freaking blankety blank, such vulgarity does not become you. In a separate clip, she gets him to discuss romantic partners without another thing, or romantic partners, another thing he apparently is not meant to do. So one thing he's not meant to do. So there you go. So yeah, you got streamers having in-depth conversations about loved ones with Darth Vader that you shouldn't be doing. So like I said, hackers know what they're doing out there. It's just unfortunate, y'all. What's up, What's up, Bane? How you doing? So this is very interesting and very unfortunate for the game of Fortnite and for all the gamers out there. Hopefully, you're being responsible and not messing with the AI in the game. But some of you out there just can't avoid it. You got to mess with the machine. You know that? All right. Let's push on to this day in esports series, new segment that I've added up here on the show. Before I do that, I'll get to my good friends over at Stay Plugged In, which they always got big events going on there. There's a big one. That's 2 years. That's an old event. Let's see what here. See what we got here. Oh, the next events of things coming up here with Stay Plugged In. All right, looking to turn your passion for gaming into a college opportunity. Stay Plugged In is the premier platform connecting esports players with college programs nationwide. Whether you're grinding in Valorant, Rocket League, or Overwatch, Stay Plugged In gives you the tools to showcase your skills and earn esports scholarships. So don't just play, get recruited. Visit staypluggedin.com and start your journey to the next level today. All right. They have handed out ever since from COVID year 2020, they handed out $40 million in esports scholarships to high school students. So they are about that life. They will help you. How they help you is sign you up in events like you see on the screen here. That's Rocket League Spin Showcase here, starting here in the month of June coming up. And you have Rocket League right there, Overwatch, Valorant, and Smash, all online, so you don't have to leave your home. All cash prizes. Look at $500 for the prize pool right there. So that means you probably first place probably gets about 300 on and so forth. So register yourself if you're a high school player that's really good at Overwatch, that's really good at Valorant and Rocket League and Super Smash Brothers. Earn your scholarship. Sign up. Do it from here. They'll get you ready. They'll get you there. So there is a great opportunity for you in working with Stay Plugged In. Again, go to staypluggedin.com. Check out for more information there. All right, let's get on to this day in esports history right now. So actually, let me get to the gameplay here. Is it going to push forward? Yep. Nice. I will put the caption on. I will push this here and then share the screen. Boom. So what is going on right now today? So making history right here. Let me get to the banner. Boom. We got that, and we have that right there. So we got, where are we at here? We have the ACL, so the Asian Championship League Grand Finals over in Shanghai. It started on May 16th, goes to the 19th. This is the multi-esports competition, features 9 top-tier games with a combined $2 million prize pool and direct qualifications path to the Esports World Cup that is this summer over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So this is going on right now. You could catch it on YouTube. I caught a little bit last night of Paper X or some team and XLG playing against together, and the Paper team. I won't say Paper X, but Paper something team Tech maybe won 2-0 domination for them. So check it out over on YouTube. We got a little buffering action going on there. And then also going on is the grand finals between LVG and Tyloo is taking place at the SPD Bank Oriental Sports Center, where the winner securing a spot to the Esports World Cup. So a lot of good esports going on. Counter-Strike Go. We have Counter-Strike. What was the other one there? Oh, Valorant, excuse me. And I believe Rocket League, and also Super Smash or Mario Kart as well. Big competitions going on around the world today. I'll let that buffer, and I'll move on over to the best thing I've seen on social media. Get the clip up here. I will back off there since this didn't want to be friendly with me. Oh, there we go. Now it comes back as soon as I click off of it. All right, here. Get over to the best thing I've seen on social media. Let me share this tab here. And this thing is going to reset. Awesome thing I saw here with my man Ice Cube.
Show people that you solo. So it was real cool.
Let me mute this real quick. I will go into description. So best thing I've seen on social media this week is Ice Cube breaking down the story behind his first solo album and recalls meeting a young Redman and Busta Rhymes before they didn't hit the big screen. So NWA, you know, Ice Cube used to be with NWA back in the day. So it is an Origins animated docuseries that will be on YouTube. Part 1 of Childhood's 20-minute EP also will be coming out on YouTube as well. So you want to check it out. But here is Ice Cube describing that story.
And I can't work with the best producer on the West Coast, but I get a chance to work with the best producers on the East Coast. And Bomb Squad was like, it was the sample era, and nobody did it better. When I left NWA, I used to call Chuck D a lot. I used to ask him for advice. You know, he used to actually try to convince me to stay in the group. He didn't want me to leave. He thought the group was too legendary.
Oh, I hit my finger.
When I left NWA, I used to call Chuck D a lot. I used to ask him for advice. You know, he used to actually try to convince me to stay in the group. He didn't want me to leave. He thought the group was too legendary. I want to tell y'all the backstory on what really went down in 1989, 1990. Yeah, Chuck, he was like, man, it can't work out. And I'm like, nah. So I saw him. He was working
on artwork is great, by the way.
Kane, called Burn Hollywood Burn. And these are my 2 favorite MCs at the time. And he asked me, did I want to be on the track? I'm like, hell yeah. It's like, just the first time you'll be able to, you know, show people that you solo. So it was real cool to get on the track with these powerhouses in hip hop. And Chuck pulled everybody in the lobby, and we started talking about doing a few tracks for my new album. What was cool about working on America's Most Wanted, Eric Sermon would come through and scoop us up. He would take us to his hood. I met Redman before he was Redman, when he was still working on his demos and stuff. I met Busta Rhymes for the first time before he had a record out. He was real cool, always coming through, hanging. And it was just a good vibe. You know, I can't work with the best producer on the West Coast, but I get a chance to work with the best producers on the East Coast. And Bomb Squad was like, it was the sample era, and nobody did it better. When I left NW.
There you go. Great story by Ice Cube right there. It's good to hear those behind the scenes stories, you know, stuff that you wasn't going to see in the movie that made it out, didn't, you know, make it to the big screen. Sometimes a lot of clips off of movies get chopped off and get edited, but to hear that story, you know, where he was able still to go out there, produce music, because we obviously know watching a movie, and if I actually lived it being a kid at that time, when he broke off of NWA, I was like, wow. I was like, what's going to happen with them? Because obviously he was vital. I didn't know how vital he was until the movie, because I heard growing up that he was one of the main writers / producers of NWA. He wrote a lot of their lyrics. And so when I found out, I learned that, when I really found out was when I was in high school and college. And so between 1995 or 1993 to about 1996, that's when I really figured out, or, you know, was really reading the books out there and hearing and looking and listening to interviews of what Ice Cube can do. And then obviously he pushed out Friday in 1995. Actually, before that, he had it written, but then the movie came out in 1995. So that right there told me a lot about his range as a writer, you know, not just writing rap music and dropping bars. He wrote a movie script, and that movie is probably the most successful, I would say, urban movie of all time, and hilarious. I still watch it to this day. I watch it at least once a month, if not more. It has some of the best one-liners that we all know, you know, about comedy, about urban life, everything, you know, talking between Smokey and Craig and Debo, those characters, iconic classic characters that he created, along with building the whole foundation of being a writer for NWA, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, Yellow Boy, and the DLC and MC Ren. So when you hear those rappers, you always got to think of Dr. Dre and, of course, this man, Mr. Ice Cube. But now let's get over to the game releases of the week. Here, let's get down to
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
The only game. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll go into this first. But we got big game. The only game that needs to be talked about this week is the one that you see on the screen. Is Doom Dark Ages. It is out, and I was able to stream it on Alumni Media Esports. So I was happy about that. So this game has finally hit. So I'll let the commentator talk for a little bit, then I'll jump in after this to give y'all my flavor and actually information about the game later on.
Now he has a leash.
He's not one of us.
Our enemy is divided.
Yes, the real owner. You definitely need this game in your life. I know I do. I'm gonna download it on Activision tonight. Even though I'm playing Star Wars Outlaws, I gotta have it downloaded though. So the demons are heavy. The demons are big and powerful. Obviously, this game is on all platforms. Coming out. Developer is ID Software. Publisher, as we know, Bethesda Software. Shooter came out yesterday, May 15th, Wednesday, and then yesterday over at Hyper Risk Arena, they called it Doom Day. So they were playing that all night. So I know Kyle and Travis definitely were playing that for sure. If not, Austin got added to that list as well. Look at the graphics, the special effects. I've beat this monsters, and you got hella, excuse my language, different power moves with the shield, with the chainsaw. You got a punch. You could punch the demons also, and you have weapons that you don't have that's similar to the BFG from Doom Eternal, and you have like that shield with the buzzsaw with the chainsaw, and it just doesn't get any better than that. When you're splitting the demons of hell in half to save your friends. That's when it's awesome. But a little quick twist to it is the Slayer is actually working for the underworld in the beginning. So he obviously breaks away. He doesn't roll that way. He can't be controlled. So real loner, you definitely want to check it out. Bane, I saw what you said. It says, I miss CSGO. CS2, it doesn't feel the same. Hey, I hear you. Back to the tournaments that's going on there. Real loner. He said, I need it. So Doom Slayer is a medieval war game against hell. The Dark Ages is the prequel to the critically acclaimed Doom 16, or Doom in 2016, which is Doom Eternal, that tells an epic cinematic story worthy of the Doom Slayer's legend. In the third installment of the modern Doom series, players will step into the blood-stained boots of the Doom Slayer in this never-before-seen dark and sinister medieval of war against hell. So there you go. Like I said, Doom, this is the only game that's really come out in my eyes right now. The gameplay, awesome. 88 Diesel. You're going to love it. It's just Spain. Still got to go back and play Hogwarts and Legacy and read it a Harry Potter lately. I hear you there, Bane. You always get caught up with RPGs that are just too hard to pass up. Between Star Wars Outlaws and now Doom for me, Dark Ages, I have Harry Potter. I have Horizon Dawn right behind me. I have, what is it? Not Birds of Prey, but the last Batman game that glitched out on me on that. And says this looks like a little bit of a BioShock, a little bit 88 Diesel. Hear you? Yep, it does have that feeling. Look, the feel is great. The shooting is smooth. I did it mouse and keyboard on the stream back on Tuesday, and so it was a little. Obviously, I was making some adjustments, but obviously, it's going to help my COD game out when I start playing. And I'm gonna do it on PC this time because the last time I played Doom Eternal was on my Xbox back in 2016, 2017, and I beat it on stream. So I'm gonna do all mouse and keyboard when I play this game too. So then I could really learn how to use the tab button, the caps lock, the shift button with sprinting, because you sprint with Doom Slayer. I don't think you crouch, but I'm pretty sure you can crouch. And then you got to use all those different weaponry that you have. The chainsaw shield is awesome. And other weapons, you got a rapid fire gun. That's it right there. And you have a pump shotgun too, where you basically annihilate demons when you hit it up close and personal. So it says the original Doom was one of the first person shooters I ever played. Would play it on my mom's friend's brother's computer. Good memories. I hear 88 Diesel for sure. All day, big fun, rolling around Doom and just knocking demons out like right there. You just got them knocked up. You just got knocked up. like Smoke Dog would say to you when you got knocked out there. So that is Doom Dark Ages, all out on all platforms. Came out yesterday, and if you don't have it, be nice to a friend, your loved one, to help you get it, so you could download this game and play it, or get it on console and play it. I believe there's some in this video you'll see right at the end. I believe it's some pre-order stuff. I think you can still get if you purchase it now. You can still get the pre-order things. I'm not sure, but the pre-order stuff is about to pop up here in a second on the big screen here. And look at the mark; those didn't get no epic. So there's the too late early access, future campaign, and all the divinity. I said divinity skin. I messed that up. So, all right, here we go.
The makers felt
We are done there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, that doesn't get any better than that, man. You got Doom. Oh, there's no other game out. All right, let me get a shout out to my people over at. Let's go on down here. Lucid Sound. So level up your game with Lucid Sound, the next evolution in game audio. Whether your team, Xbox, or PlayStation, Lucid Sound has you covered with premium wired and wireless headsets for Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, PS4. Hear every step which you need to hear, and that's the gaming tip of the week. Every shot, every detail, loud and clear. Comfort meets clarity. Game with Lucid Sound, y'all. So that was shout out to my sponsor there. I believe that code to get you a discount on there is AG30. Plug that in before you purchase your headset to get a nice little discount here. So now we're headed to this day in video game history. I think I have something up on the big screen here. Boom, 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 boom. This game right here. This day in video game history. We got X-Men. Wait a minute. The original game came out in 2006. I think I bought this game. I can't remember exactly, but I believe I had this game. So this day in video game history. So X-Men.
Hey there guys, Nordic Warrior here. Welcome back to my video game review series.
No review. Sorry, we don't need that. But this is X-Men, the official game, X-Men 6. So this is when I think it was right before going back in the past one, but that was 2006, man. That is pretty cool. If you had this game, raise your hand. I had it. Fun game to play back then. Wolverine was one of my favorite guys, jumping and slicing people up and everything, and it was just an awesome game as well. So also next thing for gamer for this day in video game history, several notable releases and events have occurred. So notably Breakout, also this day, 1976, May 16th. A classic arcade, I'll say the week of May 16th, May 12th through the 18th here. Classic official game there was released, and also the X-Men, the official game, and released in 2006. And this is when the middle to beginning of the X-Men storyline being unleashed by Marvel, but it still was owned by, I believe, Sony at the time. So that's pretty cool right there. So this game in video game. Hold up, I forgot to put something. His story. I could do this on my show. This is my show. There we go. Boom. There we go. Made the edit. So there you go. Run it through. Oh, Sabretooth. And he showed up in the latest movie as well. So thought that was pretty cool to see him pop on the screen. So, all right. We're done with that now. Heading on down the train here. Let's get a shout out to our sponsors with Devour Go here. Devour Go Wild Hungry. Oh, Wow, hungry while gaming. Are y'all? Do y'all eat? How many of y'all eat when y'all game? Y'all already know I do. So Devour Go delivers more than just food. It's a game. It's a next-gen commerce platform bringing seamlessly ordering into the heart of the gaming and entertainment. Skip the app hopping. So from your controller to your kitchen, with Devour Go makes it easy for you to fuel up without missing a moment. That means you could game on and eat at the same time, and also build out guilds and hang out online too. Don't eat by your PC. Big tip there. Don't do that. But when it's good food, check it out. So this is one of the things you could do on the Devour Go app. You got a loot shop, and when the loot shop is when you earn your points from gaming, and then you could go into the loot shop and purchase a gift card for Roblox, Xbox gift card, or PlayStation gift card from the PlayStation Store. You need a Nintendo eShop gift card. You can do that. Fortnite V-Bucks are available too that you can remember. You can earn points. GameStop also is up in this thing, and Twitch as well. And it goes on and for you got Rocket League, or you got Riot, League of Legends, you got Valorant up in here as well. So you see that you can do a lot of fun stuff with Devour Code. Download the app today, please, and join me. I have the affiliate. My affiliate code is in my Discord. You go to announcements, you can scroll up and find it. Please use it because we can all join up and guild up together with Devour Go. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate my sponsor, them as a sponsor to the show. Appreciate you a lot. Let's get on to the second to last segment of the show. We're moving right along here. Good little clip here. Get that up. We get that up. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to do this with this here. Ooh, no, he meant, where'd you go? This thing's moving. It has a mind of its own. Let's go boom. And let's go here. And then here. And then here. And...
Row, row, row your boat gently up the... sorry. Excuse me. It's time for What's on Stream.
All right, well, What's on Stream? We are breaking down Andor Season 2, Episode 1, and all the episodes after that. So we are into that right now. Let's get it clipping here. Actually, let me get the caption is up already. Share the screen, and here we go. Down that road. So as we are, like I said, episode 1 year is called 1 year later. So an undercover mission for Cassian here, as always, and a sanctuary threatened by Chandrilian, a sanctuary threatened and a Chiderian wedding, and also a chilling Imperial plan that we'll see. So Sagrona Tima, the second episode. Oh no, wait a minute. Don't go. Nope. That's not it. No, I'm about to jump ahead too far. So Cassian Andor found himself captured by a disorganized. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's old stuff. That's the next week. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute. So this episode, Andor Cassian finds himself basically in behind enemy lines. He is about to basically steal a TIE fighter, but doesn't know how to fly it, So this is right here showing where we're at in terms of the Andor series. But episode 1 year later, finds him about to jack a TIE fighter, but does not know how to use it quite much. Don't know how to fly, but he's going to figure it out, and he does real fast. He figures it out, flies up out of there before a group of stormtroopers get to him, and he battles his way out. Vader, not yet, but soon. Not the real loner. Not yet, but he's obviously, this is during the time where Vader is around. He is using the Force to track down some of his family members. So just got to be mindful of that. But this is another episode where you see a lot of, I would say, once you get past Cassian and getting out of there, once he gets the hands of the ship controlled and knowing how to fly out of there, you see the talk between all the government officials within the Republic and also the dark side or the Empire that are still trying to, obviously the Empire is trying to take down the Rebellion. The Rebellion is trying to take down the Empire. And so here's Cassian where he's trying to take off in his ship. And so everybody is basically always on pins and needles. Nobody's ever happy or mad or sad. But this is also a time for when just a year ago prior, we saw that if you watched all the episodes of Andor season 1, which was a couple years ago now, so it took them a long time. You would have thought they would have had it faster, but it came out a little later. But now it's back out, and it's just kind of recapping and get you caught up real quick of where things are going, which things are going real fast. Back to where Cassian left off, is trying to disparage, plans of the Empire and make sure the Rebellion has everything they need to overtake Darth Vader and the Empire. So that is where we're at in episode 1. We left off, start off where we left off, battling, trying to, be incognito and not get caught. Because if you get caught by the Empire, that dude is gonna get you. Either Darth or somebody else is gonna torture you or do whatever to get information out of you, and then cut you loose. Which that doesn't mean that'll be a good thing. It might cut you off all out in the middle of outer space. So this is a friend that Cassian, usually, as you know, he doesn't really make friends very well. He made a friend and somebody there to get him near the TIE fighter to able to get him out of there. And she's just as nervous as he is. And those are the all different models of the TIE fighter. That's pretty dope. But she has a conversation with him. It's like, when do you ever get used to being in the battle? And he's like, you don't. You just this is the way life is going to be, battling the Empire from the inside out. He is in a TIE fighter suit and helmet, so he somehow got into the training program and was able to slip through the cracks and become somebody that looks the part, but he is definitely not a TIE soldier, or he's not an Empire soldier. He's just one of those guys that was able to slip in behind enemy lines to take some of their weaponry and use it against them, because that is what the rebellion is all about, not letting the Empire take control or have control of the galaxy far, far away. Which, what is the galaxy far now? Like the actual name, I forgot. But it's so many names. I know somebody knows. It don't pop in my head right away here in the chat, and talking about it. But like I said, befriended a few people and got himself ready and was able to get where he had the clearance to become a trainer. And then once he gets the ship off the out of Empire's clutches, he lands it, actually kind of crash lands it in a place where there's a rebellion group that is also rebelling against the Empire, but also don't really have much to have. They don't have a lot of food. They don't have a lot of weapons and things of that nature. So when he gets out of there, this is the scene. This is before he left. He, is kind of telling his story, telling her, hang in there, be strong, this is what you got to do to be a part of the rebellion. You're doing it, do your part and stuff like that. But once he gets to crash landing on the other area where the other rebellion group is at the end of the episode, you'll see where they are, and that starts off in episode 2 there. So got another great, fantastic storyline. And this is him trying to fly that TIE fighter, different design TIE fighter, mind you. It's not the one we've seen in the recent movies and some of the episodes, but this is him learning the crash course, literally, of driving the TIE fighter up out of there, trying to get the lift, trying to get wherever he can. He destroys it. He's not. I wouldn't be too much worried about it. You're in an Empire spaceship, so he's doing pretty good. He gets out there pretty much okay. But the series starts here with kind of a reminder. They flash back to some of the things that happened in season 1 to get you all caught up. But then now moving ahead in season 2 to episode 2, and then starting here in episode 1, it sets the stage of where we're still in a rebellion. They're still bowing out. They're still being incognito, keeping secrets, or hiding from the Empire and trying to find the loopholes that get them to where they need to get. And he finally gets the ship out and learns how to fly, and he's gone. So there you go. So next week we got episode 2 breakdown, which obviously I'm already ready for that. So get on your Disney Plus if you haven't watched it yet to watch Andor season 2, episode 1 and 2 to get caught up with me here on the podcast today. So let me break it down. Let me break it off from there. And the last segment of the show is me and my gamer tips of the week. So let's get on down there. Oh, no, I don't have nothing for that. I just have this and then I have that. All right. The gamer tip of the week is from FPS shooter games. Listen to the sounds, cues, and awareness that might be around you. So use your headsets or your headphones to pick up on crucial audio cues like footsteps, gunshot, breathing, reloading sounds, things of that nature. The wind blowing weird or different, making little tips that somebody might be right behind you. Be aware. So practice this by paying close attention to directional audio and adjust your gameplay based on enemy movement. So the opposing team, you learn how they're, by the second match of a multiplayer, if you're playing search and destroy, you kind of figure out, okay, we're going to go A point. Let's see what they do. After the first round, that, okay, I push A point. That means they're going to either try to flank or come behind, And while they're flanking and come behind, you get in your spot, you're paying attention to several things. Visually, you're trying to see where they come from. And also you can, if you have a good set of headphones, Lucid Sound Audio for me. And also I used to have Astro Gaming headsets as well. And the old school Turtle Beaches that were pretty good. Use those good headsets to make sure you turn that and have your volume turned up loud enough to where you can literally hear what you need to hear. L'Oreal Owner says 2 people I won't mess with. Darth Vader and Kylo were in. No, yeah, you don't want that smoke unless you got a Debo that's been Star Wars into the movie where he's not just Debo, he's like Debo plus 10 because he's that badass. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole different story there. But in FPS, make sure you play to your attention, your awareness, you're being locked in at the time of your gameplay. Make sure you do not and will not consume to not paying attention to the little details, paying attention to where, if you're playing multiplayer on any game against another team, how they attack an area. Do they push heavy or do they stay back with snipers and try to shoot you from distance? And then once they are close quarters, where are they at? Take quiet steps, crouch. You're usually getting in the crouch position in Valorant, in Call of Duty, takes down the sound. So you actually can move a little bit quieter. And even in Call of Duty, you have a perk. As everybody knows, there's a perk where you could be quiet when you're sprinting as well, or a light jog. So you can't give up your position either. So practice that. Learn how to, see it right away or hear it right away when you're playing in a match, because obviously it'll help you save a lot of your life and a lot of your teammates' lives. When y'all are paying attention to all the audio cues that are around there, from running to jumping to throwing grenades and what that sounds like if it's far away, or even slide canceling and hearing that stuff and how that goes down, that will also help you be aware of what's around you in the vicinity. So that is the Ahman Grimmage tip of the week: sounds and cue and map and awareness while you're playing in your FPS match. So I want to say thank you. We're right here at the end of the show here. So let's pull on that here. So you can follow me on Instagram, on X, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, I said Instagram. I'm twice on Instagram. That's Ahman Green 30 and Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. Twice on X, Ahman Green 30, Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. Check us out there. All right. And it says, wait, how Kylo Ren is family with Darth Vader? He is the grandson of Darth Vader. So Anakin Skywalker is his grandfather. So he is Han Solo and Princess Leia's. No, not Han Solo. Yeah, Han Solo and Princess Leia's kid. So I believe they had one. I think they had one kid, and it was Kylo, and that's his grandfather is Anakin Skywalker. So there you go. That is how they are related. Darth Vader is Kylo Ren's grandfather. All right. So I hope that helped you out. Not the real owner. Great question though. So again, find me on social media in those spots. Also on Alumni Media Esports on Twitch and Ahman Green TV on Twitch. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. we'll be starting the another Alumni Esports Network tournament. Myself, Niles Paul, and Tony Ortiz will be jumping on playing NBA 2K, Call of Duty Gunfight, Mario Kart, and Mortal Kombat 1. All right. Join us. We'll be starting at 12 on Alumni Esports channel. Go over there and follow if you haven't already. Find us there tomorrow and find me 7 days a week on one of those two channels, either Ahman Green TV or Alumni Media Esports, or even HyperX too. I'm popping on there. Allied Esports. Shout out to my man Mark Green and Austin and Doty. Make sure I say the name correctly. All right. And hope you guys have a great rest of your show. The team Travis and Kyle also out there, HyperX. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge, where gaming, sports, and life collide. We hope you enjoy the show and got your dose of gaming goodness and insightful conversation. Be sure to follow us, like I mentioned, on social media and all those places, and on YouTube on the right side. Subscribe to the podcast, because the podcast will be up again. Will we start editing it and have a finished copy of it, of this show and other shows to come on my YouTube and HyperX YouTube. So join our community gamers. Until next time, keep the game strong and stay passionate. This is Ahman Green signing off, and game on. And like I said, on YouTube, this show will be on YouTube, polished up by my guys at the HyperX team, Allied Esports team, and you can watch this podcast again on YouTube later. I'll say next week and weeks to come. That's how we'll be editing this and putting this to use, getting more information out to you guys. So hope everyone have a good day. See you later. See you next week. Probably the same day, probably Friday or maybe Thursday, because I'm traveling again on Wednesday again. So just let you know. So we'll be jumping on a little bit later in the week, but have a good weekend. Be safe. And like I mentioned, game on. All right, let's get the show ready to go. Offline. All right, let's get the music going. Where's the music going? Right here. Listen to the music. I hear it.